Do you ever think about how many 10-second YouTube short videos, how many 6-second TikTok videos, or how many 10-second Instagram reels you have watched in the past 7 days? We live in the age of rapid-fire content. If we are not careful, this will destroy the way we live our lives and interact with the rest of the world. Let me explain. This is a word that I love, micro-entertainment. 10, 20, 30 years ago, what we would do if we wanted to be entertained is we would go see a concert. We would see live music, opera. We would go see a movie. We would go see a theater show. We would go watch a comic. But today, we can get this entertainment at micro levels anytime that we want in an unlimited fashion. This creates a roller coaster of emotions, which we are not built to withstand. Now, I was born in 1982. I know what it is like to live a life without the internet and without this micro-entertainment. However, the Gen Z generation, and even the generation that was born after the 90s, does not know how to live such a life. What happens when you go to these platforms? You watch a 6 or 10-second video that might be sad. Then you watch a 6 or 10-second video that's really funny. Then you watch a 6 to 10-second video of somebody living in ultra luxury. Then you watch another 6-second video that might be really sad. These videos are reshaping our neural architecture. These bombardment of emotions in rapid succession can cause emotional loss, a state where our brains can struggle to process and relate to a specific emotion, and to be able to do this in an effective fashion. The human brain is an emotional powerhouse, and we are capable of processing an array of feelings. Yet, when we are exposed to a series of conflicting emotions, our brains will get confused. This torrent of emotions, varying from really sad to really happy, from excitement to disgust, literally within a matter of minutes, can induce a mental whiplash. Consequently, what happens is that we experience this emotional loss and numbness that can dull our emotional responses. Now, this emotional loss has long-term effects. You'll be less affected by emotional content in your real lives with your interaction with other people. This emotional dulling will weaken your emotional intelligence, and this is a huge problem right now with Gen Z, which will lead to difficulties in professional and personal relationships that require a nuanced emotional understanding. This also affects our decision-making processes. Real-world decisions require deliberation and emotional comprehension. Yet, the nature of content on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram stimulates snap judgments and snap reaction. So, welcome ADHD, welcome narcissistic behavior, welcome depression. It is all related. I am not saying that YouTube, Instagram, TikTok is the enemy. I'm talking about a fine balance that we must achieve. For example, we decide to share, like, or skip a specific video within milliseconds. We're training our minds to be hasty with thoughtful considerations. This pushes us to make snap decisions in situations where we should be deliberate about our decision-making process and be emotionally intelligent. As this pattern ingrains itself, we become more impulsive. We favor rapid decisions in situations where we need to be patient. We make rash decisions with potentially significant consequences. And we favor instant gratification. And the accelerating stream of this micro-entertainment on these platforms triggers a constant release of dopamine. And this is the neurotransmitter that's associated with reward and pleasure. But this constant surge of dopamine leads to an overstimulation of our receptors, and these receptors burn out. So we are less reactive to other instances where we should release dopamine, but we don't. Fatigue, reduced satisfaction from activities that used to bring us a lot of joy. This is a form of a digital burnout. Now, this persistent stimulation does one more thing that's really bad for us. It affects our tolerance for boredom. Boredom is a state that's incredibly important for the creative process. Boredom helps you become more productive. Boredom gives our minds the space it requires to reflect, innovate, and to plan. So we are never bored. We are impairing our focus, which then reduces our overall productivity. But This is all great for marketing. When you have an audience that's in a constant state of satisfaction, never bored, always stimulated, the product placements and advertisements significantly influence the purchasing decisions. As our minds get accustomed to making rapid decisions, we are more prone to making impulsive purchasing decisions, adding items to our cart with little deliberation. This impulsivity, coupled with the fear of missing out, lead to a pattern of compulsive buying. More than 50% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Majority of Americans do not have a savings account, or they don't have any savings in their savings account. This also affects our relationships in the real world. The rapid emotional shifts that we go through while we consume this micro-entertainment content decreases our tolerance for slow-paced interactions. We cannot have deep conversations. We simply get bored. And then we become more demanding in our relationships for other individuals. This could be your mother, father, sister, brother, girlfriend, wife. We expect these people that are in our lives that we supposedly care about to match this digital pace, to give us the same emotional satisfaction. This leads to miscommunication and frustration. We become less patient. We become more dismissive. We expect others to express themselves as effectively as a 6-second video. This destroys the foundation of healthy interactions. So what's the solution? The solution is mindful consumption. The concept of digital detox is real. Go outside, take a walk. As a matter of fact, if you have pets, walk your dogs, enjoy nature, read a book, or just sit down and do nothing. Get bored. Understand the psychological implications of your digital habits. Engage in deeper conversations. Practice slower forms of engagement. Simply just slow down and let life happen. But no, instead we seek refuge in medication. A lot of people smoke weed or take edibles to calm down. So many people take Adderall to speed up, antidepressants to function. This is a cycle. So how do you manage your digital habits? Self-awareness is the first step.